Greetings and salutations, how's everybody doing? So, growing up in the 90s, nothing was more bigger than the world of McDonald's. Ronald McDonald, he had his own, he had his own statue outside of the, his actual restaurants at times. Sometimes, Walmart's and other things, there would be, little McDonald's inside that have, the Ronald statue. You could sit beside it and all that.
Today I went to the Happy Meal workshop and saw Ronald making Happy Meals. A dragon was making the hamburgers.
Here. Now we're cooking.
Grimace was packing French fries.
Yum, fries.
And Ronald let me put bubbles in the soft drinks.
Here you go. Nice job.
The bun machine was working so fast, I had to help catch them. Then the toy room. Ronald was putting a toy in the Happy Meal workshop Happy Meal. I wonder what it is this week.
Wait, it's a surprise.
You can find out for yourself at McDonald's.
Don't be a stranger. Ronald makes it magic.
And so as, near the climax, near the end of the millennium, there would have been, Ronald and his crew had a whole new redesign.
It worked!
I knew Ronald could get farther than I ever could.
And also, episodes that were, cartoons that were each 40-minute episodes that were called, with a show called The Wacky Adventures of Ronald McDonald.
We all can work together, and then we all can leave. Cleaning up the lab, we're cleaning up the lab. We'll scrub those speakers, get them so clean they'll squeak like sneakers.
And, which were all direct-to-video episodes produced by Classico Cispo. And if that name sounds familiar, they did a lot of the cartoons from Nickelodeon in the 90s. Such as, say, Rugrats and all that. And these episodes were sold in stores, at McDonald's from October 9th, 1998 to January 30th, 2003. And they were sold on VHS tapes. And when it comes to the cast for these, they included Joe Becke and David Hussey as Ronald McDonald.
Hi, Ronald! Hi, Ronald!
Hold on a minute, I'm carrying all of you?
You're the car?
Well, don't blame me when I sprain an axle.
Charlie Adler as the Hamburglar, Pamela Adlon as McNugget number 1, D. Bradley Baker as Sunday, and TV monitor, Squirrel Sea Monster, and Kevin Michael Richardson as Grimace.
What now?
Let's look around. Franklin's too busy to watch us.
It's too dark for him to watch us.
Ronald, I want to tell you something. I'm not scared, 'cause you're here.
King Gunga, Christine Cavanaugh as Birdie the Early Bird. I gotta say, previously, there were 6 episodes of this. The first episode was called Scared Silly. The second episode was called The Legend of Grimace Island. And each of them had, a different, adventure or, type of theme. The first was, almost, spooky. Second one was, adventure. The third one was science fiction, going down. The fourth one was basically going to having a birthday. The fifth was time travel. And the sixth was almost a kind of a lost episode in the Monster of McDonald Land. So, has a bit of, Scottish ideas. Because it takes place in Scotland. So, I watched quite a few of these. I gotta say, when you look back at it, especially the opening sequences of them, which has, a live-action actor for Ronald.
Weather's perfect for a camp out.
Hold on a minute, Ronald. Camping in the woods? Are you sure?
Sunday, don't tell me you're afraid of giant dinosaurs.
No, it's, ticks.
And then, they have a puppet for the character of Sunday. Oh, Vern Troyer is actually in that puppet for the character of Sunday. He doesn't say anything. He doesn't voice the character. He's just the guy inside the suit. That probably would have upset me if I was him too. Saying, you got me being the suit, but I don't get to say anything. I don't get it. So one thing this show does is, say, whenever they say the characters are when you do something, they usually say, okay, Ronald and Sunday will go inside of a ball pit, inside of a slide, which takes them into the cartoon version of the world and into that story. I can say sometimes the stories that they're trying to do is pretty, like, say, like, if you watch them, you can say, okay, I feel like I have an idea of what's going to happen in that. Like, in the first episode, like, when it involves, like, say, the crew. Like, when they're trying to go on camping, and then one of the kids is gonna say, hey, maybe we should try to find, like, say, the ghost of something or all that. And I'm just saying, like, say, okay, that is somehow gonna connect into the story. And if I think something spooky is going on. But it's all just a big spooky prank in that, like, say, a very smart kid is basically causing a lot of trouble by using special effects.
I'd like to go too.
Isn't there something you want to say first?
Please?
This kid is not to be believed. Young man, you should apologize for scaring everybody tonight.
But I like being scary.
Franklin?
Okay. I'm sorry. Now can we go camping?
If it's okay with your dad.
Then it's decided.
And yeah, the animation for this is rather nice. It's kind of goofy, I think. It's fun. But I gotta say, there are some moments of this show where I just like say, I can't tell, like, is this, like, I can't tell, like, say, should I be offended or am I supposed to laugh? Like, say, in the second episode, when when Grimace says, like, say, oh, my people, they have an island with treasure, and then they say, some natives tried to take over the treasure, I feel like say, oh my gosh.
Treasure away from the Grimaces, and never came back, or said thank you.
That's horrible, Grimace!
Wow. That my gosh, I can't tell. Like, I don't know. I don't know how I should feel about this. My goodness. But basically, yeah, the rest of the episode feels like it's trying to be a pirate episode. The fact that there is a pirate that is going after them because they want the treasure.
These are my cannons! Open fire! I said, open fire!
Are you having fun anymore? Nah.
Of Grimace's people. And yeah, like they even tried to torture McDonald's and his friends, like even especially the Hamburglar, by tickling them with a feather, and I felt like, okay, this is getting silly. But yeah, like this is goofy. It's silly. It's a cartoon for, like, you know, like kids, I guess. It's sort of like something you would have seen on Nickelodeon at the time. Heck, there was even an episode where they go through time traveling, and I'm just gonna say, okay, because like the character of Franklin, whose dad is a scientist, has a time machine, and I'm just gonna say, okay, now we're going into Doctor Who's level of silliness because they have the time, and almost like a time machine from like Bill and Ted or something like that.
Is this the 2-hour button? Wow!
What's happening?
I'm in so much trouble.
Everybody hold on!
Because they go for different time periods, like say, the time of the dinosaurs, and all that, different time periods, all that. It's goofy. But yeah, I feel like, say, this would have been something that was, like, say, I feel like this is something that's underappreciated. It's silly, honestly. But did you ever see the Wacky Adventures of Ronald McDonald?
There's 4 cave burgers for you. There's not much difference when the day is through.
See you next time.